Should I get flatter?
Maybe just lean it against the fence or something.
That is true.
It's a little more stable. Just stick it in a crack like here, so it'll be kind of nested.
I think I got it in a good spot right here. Okay. Perfect. All right. Test, test. Still on. Cool. And then on. Okay. What's your name?
Jim?
I'm Jim. I'm Charlie. Where are you from?
Seneca?
Seneca. What town are we in right now?
Town?
Yeah, are we in a town right now? Is there a name?
Well, that's the town.
We're in Seneca right now.
This is the town. Well, we're just outside the boundary of the village.
Yeah, and you grew up around here?
No, actually, we're from Plainfield.
Plainfield. When you were growing up, what was like the new technology that your family had access to?
That'd be CDs.
CDs.
Yeah.
Did you like the new tech? Were you avid user of it, or you didn't?
Yeah, we did mostly VHS, and then we kind of started converting over to CDs, DVDs.
And do you feel like that made your life a lot better?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Technology's always nice. We'd still be having cans with string to talk to if we didn't
use tech.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, did you see things technology getting as good, like digital technology, as it has gotten?
Yeah, it was going, but not to the degree. I didn't anticipate it advancing as fast as it has in the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I know things are going to get better and stuff, but it's like a multiplier. I mean, for every discovery of technology, there's about 20 more that it influences more of. It's just a multiplier.
It's like exponential.
So it's a freight train going down a hill, is what it is.
Yeah. Have you used artificial intelligence?
Rarely to locate things on the internet. As
Just
far
like
as
keep going, sorry.
I'm sorry. I like finding parts or something that are specific to my need. And when you're looking through the internet, it's kind of really vague, but that AI advantage on the internet helps narrow the search more.
And it was pretty helpful.
Yeah, it was. I think so.
Did you remember did you use ChatGPT?
No, I don't even know what it is. I'm 64, so technology is lapping me. I used to do my technology was back when I programmed DOS.
Okay.
All right. Well, that says probably quite a bit. So that's like I wasted my life in that era.
Yeah. No, for sure. Do you know like have you heard of the companies OpenAI, Anthropic?
Right. You've
heard of them?
Yeah, I watch the media.
What
as far as stocks and
like they'll talk about it on some sort of stock show.
Right. Oh, it's like the main thread now. AI is driving
a lot
the economy.
So it's on the news even here.
Right.
They're talking about it. Okay, yeah. I'm not sure like how much everyone has heard about these things, but it's interesting that you've heard of them. So actually the reason I'm biking across the country is I've been kind of working in a space adjacent to AI and following along what the frontier experts, like academics and heads of the labs are saying. And there's actually been a lot of chatter recently that it's possible that artificial intelligence could drive human extinction. Have you heard anything like this?
No. There's a lot of backlash over the impact that it has.
Jobs, right?
Well, water, electricity. We don't have any power, and.
Do you think it uses a lot of electricity and water? Well,
it would. I mean, it will. Yeah. The problem is the everybody's worried about is they're not being upfront with how to address the infrastructure of it.
Like, you think they should build...
They're pushing this. They're like they're putting the cart before the horse.
Yeah.
All right. Instead of informing people that this is what we're going to do and this is how it's going to impact your lives and stuff. But it's just a push for this.
You think it should be more like democratic, the process of the data centers being built, or
I don't know. Not just communication.
just communication?
I think communication is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I know. My feeling is that it'll work out, just like television when it came to be, and heck, back when cell phones were bag phones, the big panic was head cancer, because of holding it to your head all the time. Well, that's pretty well, you don't hear about that anymore. So it's just
So you don't think it will drive human extinction?
no, not at
You
all.
think that's ridiculous?
It'll just make people are adaptable. The world is adaptable, and I think it'll just create more options, more opportunities.
Do you think it could get smarter than humans? Like a machine?
There is a fear of that, yeah.
But you think... Sorry, keep going.
There is a fear of it. Elon Musk has stated that we do need to control it from being rogue, or bad influences creating a situation where they're using it for bad purposes.
Mm-hmm. But you don't think, I guess, if something became smarter than humans, as long as, I guess, like that, do you think that could be concerning, or probably we would still stay in control, or it would maybe require us to build it correctly?
Well, AI is like a nuclear power plant. You do have to control some of the controls, or it'll control everything.
Mm-hmm.
It'll self-destruct, and I think that there needs to be some sort of framework that would keep it in the between the lines.
Sure. So your general take is like, you're optimistic, humans are resilient. We do need to put some sort of safeguards in place, but
right.
given that we do things pretty relatively responsibly, you expect this to be a good thing.
Yeah. I think so. If things got too out of control, I'm sure there's enough people that will figure out, what to do to pull the plug. Kind of like this kill switch on cars they want to put on. There is going to be some, grassroots efforts to keep it from being obliterating.
Do you think that's a thing that we can actually do, pull the plug? Not politically, like actually, do you have any sense of how the technology works? I can explain it real quick to you.
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
So, obviously, like, we have brains, right?
Right.
They don't have like biological brains, but they have something that's sort of an approximation of a brain.
Yeah.
And you can really just think of it as like a big box of numbers.
Right.
The numbers kind of are representative of our neurons, but essentially, you can imagine this thing is just a trillion numbers.
Right.
You could just imagine a piece of paper, but they are on computer chips. And so these numbers live in a data center.
Right.
Now, when the numbers are all in one data center and we have that data center locked down, we could just pull the plug on that data center and the thing would go offline. But if the numbers get uploaded to the internet, then anyone could download those numbers onto their computer or their data center.
They can also, it's a two-way street.
And then you would have to pull the plug on that data center too. So it may be possible to pull the plug. It sort of depends on if right now all of the best AI models are what's called closed source, which means the numbers aren't on the internet. They're only held by one company, like Anthropic or OpenAI.
Right.
but there are some companies, especially a lot of the Chinese companies, are doing open source AI.
Right.
And what that means is they've uploaded the numbers to the internet on like GitHub or Hugging Face. You probably don't know those websites, but they're just websites for sharing code.
Right.
And that means anyone could download the numbers.
Mhm.
And those aren't very smart right now, but theoretically, if those things got smart enough, you could imagine they would be on thousands of computers around the world.
Yeah.
At which point, pulling the plug would become more of like a military operation.
Right.
Um,
Well, that's basically what China is doing. Is China is making their own, system, just by the mere fact that they're collecting data from everything and anything, whatever it is. Even the reports of the car cameras being on, cars made in China. They have cameras on them, and they can. This is just, I don't know if this is true or not, but being able to record everything and
Yep.
anything that they come encounter with.
for sure.
And if that one out of 1,000 vehicles was to happen to drive by or through a military base, they would hit pay dirt, and it's just they're just saturating data collection, and that's the only thing that scares me is there's no personal protection.
Privacy.
Yeah, it's just everybody's. You might as well just have even Social Security numbers. It used to be, you don't ever give those out to anybody or anything.
But now it's like you put that
Now
on tons of forms.
you go to the hospital. What's your Social Security number? Because it's your patient ID.
Yeah.
And that shouldn't be. So I'm a little concerned about the data collection.
Okay.
Um,
Are you worried about mass surveillance? Is that something that concerns you in general, or not really?
It does, but then what are you going to do?
You feel
Because Google Earth, I could see everything from Google.
from the
I
satellites?
can zoom up to everybody's backyard and see somebody sunbathing or recently it hasn't been updated in 3-4 years, but the pictures are a little old. But
Sure.
it's just a matter of time before they update the satellite scan
Right.
again.
And now with AI, we're just on the precipice of AI being able to understand photos.
Right.
And so that happens, it will become much cheaper to, like in China right now, they have all of these cameras, but they need humans watching the cameras.
Right.
They do
right.
have some face detection and gait detection.
Yeah.
But soon it will be way beyond that. You can just have the AIs watching the
Right.
cameras, like security guards,
Well,
and the level of surveillance will just be able
there's
to be much higher.
Yeah, they have forms like face recognition and all that stuff.
So it's
where-
already exists.
So it does exist. It's just a matter of how far do we want to go
Yeah.
with it. Where you might as well just live in a glass house because you're already being observed and contract and everything. And there's a lot of advantages to that, but then there's a lot of disadvantages.
Could keep crime down.
Right, exactly.
Like, theft is so bad.
Chicago had the shot fired alert system, which they got rid of. I don't know why, but stuff like that could be beneficial.
Yeah, there's definitely. I mean, China's known to be very safe. You're not gonna you can just leave your bike outside. It's not
Right.
gonna get stolen. Like, that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Right.
And are you familiar with like the Patriot Act and
Yes. Yeah.
and how like the government can basically just spy on us if they want to?
Right. Well, they've been doing that since CIA was
Probably
was conceived.
illegally before
Yeah.
2001.
Well, now it's a little more open.
Do you think we should repeal this, or you think it's necessary for national defense and or this crime stuff?
The way things are going after the past administration, I think it's probably more needed now than it is then, because there's a lot more going on that needs to be looked into.
You just think there's so much risk of terrorism and
Yes.
things like this.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And then I guess, so it seems